Hi everyone, it's officially August. So it's come to my attention that I owe you all a little update. So today I'm going to be reviewing a couple candles that I've burned, talk about what I've been burning, how they've been working out. I've got 2 Kringle candles, 1 country candle, and a Yankee candle to give you a little update on. So without further ado, let me show you what I've been burning. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with this country candle. This is called Cherry Crumble, and this was part of Kringle Candle's newest releases for fall. So there are 5 additional fragrances in this country candle format, and I plan on uploading another video this week talking about the Kringle candle releases for fall and the country candle releases for fall. So keep an eye out for that. However, this Cherry Crumble is just perfect for this time of year, so I couldn't wait to burn it. Let's talk about fragrance. In terms of fragrance appeal, I think this is a 10. It is beautiful. It is so perfect cherry. The pie note really comes through. I really, really, really like this one. I typically don't burn this type of jar candle because I don't like to get stuck on a fragrance for too long. I like to burn it, and then after a while I kind of get sick of it. So these candles tend to last me a really, really long time, so I generally don't pick them up, but this cherry is just like spot on perfect. So in terms of burning, I've burned this a handful of times. As you can see, my wax is pulled here. Now I had this burning last night for about 4 hours. The wax pulls out almost immediately, and I got a good, I would say maybe 3/4 inch to an inch pull in that time. In terms of throw, I would say this is like, maybe just on the upper level of medium, bordering on heavy. So I love this one. This has been a really, really great kind of reintroduction to the country candle for me. I haven't bought one of these in a long time. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Really, really love this one. Okay, moving on. Let's switch it up to Yankee now. Now, we've talked about Yankee a lot and the performance problems that they've had in the past. So I reviewed some first impressions of the fall preview in my last video. So I started burning the pumpkin banana scone. And I'm pleasantly surprised. In terms of fragrance while burning, this is sort of basic fall, but it did make me happy and give me fall vibes, and that's kind of all we want. So is this a great fragrance? No, but it's good. I liked it. Didn't love it. It's not something that I would probably repurchase in the future. But I am really impressed with the burn on this. Now, I will say last night again, I had this burning for probably about 4.5 hours, and it had trouble pulling out, and that was the second time I had burned it. And I only got a wax pull of about, I would say about, 1/3 of an inch or so. So I'm wondering how my next burn's gonna go, but 4.5 hours is a long time to have a candle burning for it to not fully pull out. But anyway, the throw on this I'd say was towards a heavy, but more so in the medium. But yeah, I was impressed with Yankee. So this kind of gives me hope to see what they're gonna come out with in August in terms of their new fall releases. So I'm gonna keep an eye out, and I probably will buy a few. Pumpkin banana scone, so I would say maybe like a 6 out of 10 on this one. Okay, now I've got 2 Kringles that I've been working on, so I'm gonna do them in order of my most favorite or my least favorite to most favorite. And I'm not saying least favorite that this one was bad. This candle's rockstar material, awesome, I loved it. Apple cider donut. I've burned this a bunch of times. The burn on these is excellent. They never have trouble pulling out. They burn evenly, consistently all the time, and there's absolutely no soot. In terms of fragrance appeal, now there is like a little, sort of like defect on my jar here, and it makes it really hard to open, but it's no big deal. This fragrance on cold has more of the apple in it. While it's burning, it sort of went to kind of straight cinnamon sugar. Not that that was a bad thing. I loved it. It smells amazing, but I wish that apple kind of would have came through a little bit more in the burn. This is a heavy throw. This is a powerhouse candle. Filled my whole kitchen. Loved it. It's great. 9 out of 10. Beautiful. Okay, and my last Kringle for this video is the Anjou and allspice. Now, I usually go for the larger jars. This was sold out in the larger jars when I bought them. I wish I had this one in a larger jar, but it kind of makes me think that maybe these smaller ones are the way to go. The larger ones take a really long time to burn, and as I mentioned before, I get sick of it. I like to switch it out. That being said, did I expect this to smell like the OG Yankee Farmer's Market candle? No, I did not. But when it started burning, it took me there, and that was amazing. So on cold, you don't really get that fruitiness, but when it's burning, it's really fruity. And that spice just comes through in the perfect amount. It's not overly cinnamon, it's not overly spicy, but it's just the perfect amount for August. I really was impressed, really loved this candle. This was my favorite of the group for sure. And I'll definitely be buying this again next year. So Anjou and allspice. In fact, I'd keep an eye out for sales sort of towards the end of winter or, beginning of spring. A lot of these like fall candles will be retiring, so keep an eye out if you think this is something that you might be interested in, or the apple cider donut. They always tend to go on sale sort of when they're out of season or whatnot, but 10 out of 10. Oh, I didn't mention throw on this one. This was more medium, so a little lighter on the fragrance, but still wonderful. So that's what I've been burning. I owed you all an update on that. I plan on reviewing some of the Kringle fall releases here this week, and next week I'll be on vacation, so I probably won't see you for a little while. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.